Which team is the sorriest excuse of an organization in the NFL? Lions coach Dan Campbell wants to get a pet lion, and why are NFL quarterbacks turning into divas? All coming up on today's episode of the Dom Mafia Report. Yo ho ho, Dom Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Dom Mafia Report. As you can see, we have a pretty exciting show for you today. Who am I kidding? There's absolutely nothing going on. And hence why I'm covering a NFL head coach's unusual fetish with jungle cats, okay? Bear with me. I feel like I need to give you the news when I can. Regardless, I do appreciate you showing up. For those of you new here, my name is Dan Mitchell. I'm an NFL and Buffalo Bills YouTuber. I highly recommend you subscribe to this channel, or otherwise Nathan Peterman will be your franchise's quarterback and retire in 15 years, recording some of the shittiest stats you could ever imagine. So you better do what you gotta do. Dom Mafia, a lot of you give me criticism. You're like, you know what, Dan, your announcements take way too long, okay? Well, you know what? And I'm gonna get them done all in 1 minute exactly, starting right now. And your boy's giving away a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. In order to enter, you need to be a subscriber. Screenshot proof of that, send it over to my Instagram, and you will be entered into a chance of getting a next-gen console. Follow me on Instagram too, because that's where I'm announcing the winner. Number 2, I have a Discord server. It's an awesome NFL chat room. I'm gonna be making a game show completely revolved around Discord and the voice channels. If you'll wanna get in on that, then go on ahead and join that Discord. Links in the description and also in the pinned comment. Last but not least, all of you always ask me, Dan, how can I support your channel? I love you, dude. And well, first off, the easiest way is simply just by smashing the out of that like button. But say you ever wanna go the extra mile, Patreon is the way to do it, and that link is in the description as well. How was that?
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap.
So we're all familiar with that guy, Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions. And frankly, let me tell you what, I found that press conference probably top 3 best press conferences of all time. What head coach is going to look reporters in the eyes and say, my guys are going to be ripping kneecaps off? Dan Campbell has proven to be a character, and let me tell you what, I am absolutely excited about him being in the league, because I feel like we haven't had somebody like him since Rex Ryan ended up getting fired from the Buffalo Bills. Thank God, that was the only thing he was good at, was being a character. But today, Mr. Campbell, or otherwise known as the Dude, said some pretty interesting things in the Pardon My Take podcast. Dude Man wants to get his team a pet lion. In fact, while he was being interviewed, he said this: I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but I would love to literally just have a pet lion. Just a legit pet lion on a chain, a big ass chain, and he really is my pet. We just walk around the building, we go out to practice, we're at 7-on-7, we're behind the kicker when he's kicking. Despite the fact that that sounds like your 7-year-old cousin's essay on what he wants for his birthday, fully described out, I just so happen to be in agreement with Dan Campbell on this. You know what? Sign that lion to a 3-year deal. Could you imagine that man on the defensive line? Dude will be racking up 30+ sacks a year and at least 15 jugular punctures. First ballot Hall of Famer all day. Regardless, I think Dan Campbell's hilarious. I think their team's still going to be absolute trash this year, but at the end of the day, at least he seems to be building somewhat of an interesting culture. Let's see how all that plays out for him. Next story is about to be, who is most likely going to be the worst team in the NFL? This is a question that a lot of football fans, they ponder, right? And a lot of you are hoping that it is not your team. However, it seems to be that there has been a general consensus, at least throughout sports books. And I'm sure a lot of you can already go on ahead and guess who this team is going to be. Ding, 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 you are correct. It is the Houston Texans. Frankly, the biggest dumpster fire in any type of professional sport I have ever witnessed as an adult male. So according to the Westgate Sportsbook, the Texans are only favored in 1 game this entire year in 2021, and that is by 1 point, and that's against the Jets. And that's where it stands right now when it comes down to it. They do have a little bit of competition. The Detroit Lions aren't favored in many games, I think 1 or 2. Also, the Houston Texans' division rival, the Jacksonville Jaguars, where the only games that the Jaguars are favored just so happen to be the 2 games against the Houston Texans. Now, when I look at the Jaguars, I feel like that they have things figured out, right? They're slowly building their future with Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne. They're trying their best to surround them with weapons appropriately. I think Urban Meyer has been doing a fantastic job so far, although there really isn't a lot of subject matter to judge him off of since they haven't even played a snap of football in 2021. But when I look at the Houston Texans, I kind of get it. I mean, I feel bad for that organization. They were very good 2 years ago, and then all of a sudden they just completely spiraled downhill. A lot of that probably has to do with the fact that Deshaun Watson wants out of town, but who knows what's going on with that. Let me know in the comments who you think the worst team in the NFL is and why it's the Texans. Are NFL quarterbacks turning into divas, and if so, who is to blame? Now, this offseason has definitely been drama-filled. The news has been absolutely scorched with Aaron Rodgers rumors for the past couple of weeks, but a lot of people have been ignoring the fact that this has been a pretty active offseason for big-name quarterbacks to frankly want to get the out of the situation that they're currently in. Matt Stafford ended up being traded over to the LA Rams. Same with Carson Wentz. After he got a fat-ass payday from the Philadelphia Eagles, now he's going to be under center in Indianapolis. On top of that, there was rumors that Deshaun Watson wanted out. I wouldn't even call those rumors at that point. That's just an absolute fact. Russell Wilson was circling around for a couple of weeks. So what the hell is going on with all of these quarterbacks? Now, I've done a lot of research and I've heard a lot of theories. I ended up actually reading an article from Pro Football Talk that is not necessarily blaming the fact that this has to do with Tom Brady. I am. Thanks a lot, Brady. But they're theorizing that once they're starting to see certain things happen within the league, such as Patrick Mahomes getting an absolute ridiculous contract, $500 million damn, and then Tom Brady leaving New England, pulling a LeBron James, and essentially recruiting his entire damn team all the way to a Super Bowl. So at the end of the day, I think that this is kind of scary. I mean, the one reason why I frankly stopped watching the NBA was the fact that you were able to form these type of super teams, just find like some huge personality. Oh no, dude, screw this. I'm gonna go make my own team and get paid a shit ton more money. Now, don't get me wrong, I get that. They are professional athletes. I appreciate it at the end of the day. But I think with the Patrick Mahomes contract and the whole Tom Brady leaving New England, building a super team and winning a Super Bowl is starting to plant a seed in the back of their minds. As a Bills fan, I'm hoping Josh Allen never gets there, but at the end of the day, who knows anything? Dom Mafia, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the Dom Mafia Report. I will see you tomorrow, and before I let you go, always remember, let's go Buffalo.